Hello guys, and welcome to marketinglightpro.com. Today with Mona Christensen from Denmark. She's experienced networker and she has 3 great tips for you today. And welcome, Mona.
Thank you so much. So happy to be here.
Great. We have talked a little before we started up here, but we haven't started about why did you choose network marketing? Because it's not something when we look at the job applications, we find network marketing as the first. So why did you choose network marketing?
I think there's been several reasons, but one of them is definitely the potential of residual income, because that opportunity is just too good not to look into. I have started companies, different traditional companies, and I'm not good at it because there's so much administration and so many things that you have to invest in and take care of. So I wanted to be my own employer, but I didn't want to have the responsibility of all the administration that goes with a normal company. So for me, network marketing was a very easy opportunity to start my own company, to have the time freedom that I longed for. And then at the same time, not having to deal with all the accounting and all the different things that comes into it. So, and then again, I've tried working where I exchanged my hours for money. So I would have to be in a seat as a coach and psychotherapist. I would have to sit in that seat to make money. And next month I would have to do the same again. If I had just gotten 2% of their income, or, I would be a millionaire by now, but I'm not, I didn't receive that. So every month I had to worry about, what comes in the next month. And it was just not, it was not what I dreamed about.
No, that maybe that's the biggest problem for us all. When we make money at a normal job, we have to give a lot of time. So when we give a lot of time, we can never get high enough on the earnings. So when you started, did you crush it in the first months? Did you make it there, or did it take some time, or how did you start up?
I've been in this industry for 18 years, and the first 8 years I was fooling around. I didn't get it at all. I was actually just supporting a friend I had and buying, whatever product she had and showing up at meetings, but I wasn't serious. I didn't get it until I was in a situation in my life where suddenly I got it, and that's where I started working seriously. I didn't crush it right away because it was something new that I had to learn how to recruit, how to build teams, how to sell without being too pushy. So I would say that the last 10 years I have learned so much. And then the last 2-3 years, I feel like, all right, now I get how to do it also.
Yeah. Is it maybe because when people start in this business, people tell them it's very easy. You only have to find 3 people, and then you will skyrocket to the top. They don't tell you that you have to have skills. So you have to have skills to do this.
You have to have skills, and not many people teach you those skills. They teach you the systems. They show you the manuals. They say that it's easy. And just go and show it around. But my friends didn't sign up. My friends didn't get it. My friends never joined. So I had to work with people that I didn't know. And I slowly came to realize, well, one of the best ways for me is to find out how to build new relations that you can talk business with. And of course, I'm not saying that you can't use your old relations, but it's very different what kind of circle that people have of friends. I have a lot of friends that we like to talk money and business and opportunities, and maybe not a lot of friends that I would go out and dance half the night away. But that's not everybody has that kind of circle of friends. So it's very different, they're very different what kind of circle you have to work with if you're talking about building this with friends and family.
Yeah, and maybe you have to change some friends along the way, because you have to find some friends that are interested in what you're doing, instead of interesting in Netflix or Viaplay every evening.
Yes, I think we're changing friends anyway. When we have new things going on in our life, we don't necessarily notice that you leave some friends behind and you get new friends. So it's a natural part of life. It's not something that we have to be very dramatic about. This is how life is.
So Mona, now we're coming to the first tip from you. And what is the first tip from you?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. One of the first tips that I think is very important is something that people don't talk about very much, but it's about investment. I see a lot of people talking about network marketing and a lot of great tips out there. There's so much knowledge out there, but I would definitely tell people to invest in their business, and if they don't invest in their network marketing business, then put money aside, invest it in something that you have for later on, because the money is so easily spent. Even if you just make that little extra every month, go and invest it in something, because then you have it for later on. And you spend some money investing in ads or in tools that you can further your business. Don't just start out by spending it on all the fun stuff. Invest in your business and take your business serious, or invest it for later times.
So also education and so on.
Yes, education and courses and stuff like this, it takes money. And a lot of times I can see distributors who has made money 2 months ago, and today they say, well, I can't come to this event because I don't have money, or I can't run these ads because I don't have money. And it's such a shame, because they could really expand their business a lot if they had that money. Or if they had that money for later on. Things don't always just go up. There might be times where it goes down, and then you have something to fall back on. So that would be my first tip. Invest the money that you make from your network marketing business, invest them wisely.
Cool. Well, we talked about earlier that you had to start without being spammy.
Yes.
How do you attract the prospects to your business?
I think it's a combination of a lot of things. It's like you leave out clues for people to find you all kinds of places. It could be in a post on Facebook that you comment on, something that the right person might find interesting and contact you. It might be a YouTube video you make that you put public, and the right people can find you that way. So in a certain sense, you can put out all these clues for the right people to find you, because people are looking for opportunities. People are looking for a person like you. So you really have to just get yourself out there as much as possible, and people can find you. And I'm also very, very, how do you say it? I love working with personal branding, because we're doing so much online these days, and people will find you attractive or repulsive, or and so your personal branding is very important as to how does people perceive you. Are you friendly? Are you snobbish? Are you very rich? Are you down to earth? The personal branding on the social media is very important these days. But also just connecting to people. Just connecting to people without having the attention of I have to I have to get this person into my business within the next 2 weeks, or else I'll just say bye. Keep them in your circle, and when time is ready, they might join you.
So you have to be friends with them before you say, this is my business, take my business, this is really good. Because I sometimes I get some things on Messenger that people tell me, do you want to look at my business opportunity? And I just think, who are you? So
exactly.
it's from a stranger that is telling me to go into the business. So they have to learn to know you first, right?
Yes, exactly. And sometimes you get a lot of different friends that will actually like, I've been writing to new friends this last week, and of course I would love that somebody joined. Nobody did yet, but at the same time, I have gotten so much information from different companies around that I'm informed what is going on. So this company is maybe, in foreclosure, and this company, people are not making money, and so I get a lot of information about the industry by reaching out and just connecting with other people.
Yeah. And you have been in this game for a long time. How do people react when you tell them you're in network marketing?
Some people get very surprised because they very rarely meet a person that openly says, I'm living off network marketing. Sometimes they ask me questions, and most of the time I just say, well, it's just another way of distributing goods. Web shop is in, social media is in. This is, this industry, it's going to take off within the next 10 years, when people get that this kind of method of working it's so good for social media and drop shipping and online stores, and people can work from home, and it's not impossible to make a full-time income. It's actually very possible.
Yeah.
And even if I don't show up for work one month, a lot of the money are still going to come in. But a lot of times I see it like I have to educate them slowly on what is network marketing, because they can't take it in. They can't take everything in right away. Or if I try, I start to sound like, oh, you know what? You can have residual income, and it's so easy. You can work from home. You can take your business anywhere.
Yeah.
And people think I'm crazy. So I try to take it easy. But
so they get overwhelmed because of the information, and this is a new thing. And what is that? I get money without work, and why do I have to work now without getting any money? And it's a new way of thinking, isn't it?
It really is. But once I try to teach them one thing at a time, slowly let's start getting it. If I say, you know what, you can work with just having a web shop and getting good at social media.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But I try not to push it too much, not to say too much.
Yeah. So let's say to the audience that we are both from Denmark. So if there's some words we can't find, that's why we're not. This is our second language. And if people that are watching have any questions, they can just drop the question down here, and we will try to answer it. So Mona, what is your tip number 2?
My tip number 2 would be to love connecting with new people. It doesn't mean if it's online or offline, but the whole thing about connecting with new people has to be in your daily routine. Not as something that you have to do, but something that you enjoy and you look forward to, and not necessarily with a specific outcome in mind, that she has to sign up. I need a distributor, or I need a new person on my team within the next 10 days. Build relations nice and easy, and enjoy it. This is the fun part about it. It shouldn't be where you are afraid or you feel like you're selling your soul, or you do something you don't like, you should really enjoy connecting with other people and supporting other people, cheering on other people, even if they're not in your company. Congratulate them when they have success. Be a loving, caring person wherever you are, because people love that.
Yeah.
So connect with new people and love to do it. Yes.
Yeah. And people can smell if you're desperate.
Yes.
If you're a Mr. Spam or a Mrs. Spam, they can smell you far away. So you will not attract people that way. You will only push them away, right?
Yes. As soon as you are full of your own agenda, you can't be there to help people with their agenda. And I think it's very important when you talk to people, you find out what is their agenda, what is their dreams, what is their mission in life, how do they see themselves in 5 years. When you start to listen into this, you will know if your opportunity can help that person. So you don't have to convince them, you don't have to talk them into it. You can suggest it and say, you know what I'm doing might just be something for you too. Can I show you what I'm doing? And then maybe you can find out if this is for you. Because it has worked for me, maybe it will work for you.
Yeah. You have been in this line of business for a long time. And along the way, how many companies have you had under your skin? How did you find the right company at first, or have you tried more than one company? We talked about it before we started, and I'm in my company number 2. So what about you?
I don't think even I know how many companies I've been in, because when I'm in the position where I'm looking for a company, I buy a lot of different startup packs.
Okay.
Because everybody is promising this and this and this when you're interested, but when you find out, how does this business work? What is the company culture? How much training and support? How do they expect us to act? Or you have to give it a month before you make a judgment. So the last time I was looking, before the company I was in now, I think I bought maybe 12 startup packs to try this out, to try this out, to try this out, but they didn't get under my skin. So I would say only 2 companies has really been part of my daily life, part of my mission. And of course, everybody would say, well, now I'm in the right company, now I'm not going anywhere. We don't know that, you know. No. But this is my mission right now. I'm really happy where I am. I can say in all areas, the company's culture is aligned with my own culture. And I think that's so important. People sometimes, when they choose a company, they fall in love with the product, but there's so many other things that you should investigate when choosing a company. Like, I don't like signing people into a company if I know there's a very low risk that they're going to make money. I really feel like I'm lying to them if my own statistic is saying you're probably not going to make any money, and then going out and say I can help you make money, and the fact is I probably can't.
Yeah. No, of course, but it's not only the products; it's also the people, and let's say there's a lot of rotten apples in this line of business, because a lot of people are just telling a lie, and that lie is it's very easy. And it's very easy, but it's not without work. So maybe people misunderstand that sometimes they just have to buy this package and then I will be rich next month, and that's not the way it's going to go, is it?
No, it's easier than traditional business. It's one of the easiest businesses you can build for yourself. But it's not necessarily easy. Just sign in here and the magic will happen. There's a lot of personal development. There's a lot of learning. There's a lot of investment of time. You will do a lot of things wrong in the beginning. Never mind, move on. It's an emotional roller coaster sometimes. You know, you get really excited. Oh my God, I think this guy's going to join my team. And if he joins, we're all going to be so amazing. We're going to be millionaires and the money is just going to start rolling in. And then it's like, no, he's not going to join. And you're, oh my God. And then the next day somebody's leaving you and then you're, and you have to pick yourself up. So that emotional roller coaster is very important to take control of when you're in network marketing, because else it's going to wear you down.
So if you have this guy or girl who is thinking about going into network marketing, what is your best advice for this guy or girl? If they're just starting out, they have never been in network marketing before, but they can see some kind of future in this.
Yes, I would say like work with the people that is in your team. It's very important to stay connected with your team or your upline. If you don't have that, there's always somebody above that you can connect to. Listen to a lot of training, because it's a completely different mindset and working methods that we're getting ourselves into with network marketing. But there's so much free stuff online with people who are really willing to share everything. So take advantage of that. Yes. And it's just take at least half an hour a day to do that, to listen to different kind of people. And I would also say don't sell your soul to network marketing, in that sense that you have to keep your own dignity, and you have to don't just listen to, you have to do this. Keep your own dignity in it and find your own way and be prepared for a long run. This is not,
it's not a sprint.
It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Yeah. So keep going. Even if you have the wrong company, change company, start over, do it again. It's fine. You'll be fine sooner or later. For some people, it takes 3 years. Some people, it takes 18 years. But it's fine. Once you will get there eventually.
Yeah, and you will get smarter along the way. And maybe the best thing is in this line of business, people are very positive.
Yes.
Because if you're not positive in this business, you're going to die.
Yes, and you have some very visionary people in network marketing. People who are rebels, people who are powerful. You have so many great people in network marketing.
Yeah. So Mona, it's tip number 3.
Tip number 3. Let's see. What would I say? I would say personal development. And a lot of people tell me personal development. What is that, Mona? If I should say it very simple, it's the little person you have on your shoulder. If that person is always telling you, "Oh, you look stupid on video. Oh, here, listen to your voice. It's so your voice is so ugly. Oh, you can't make it like the other guys." If you have a voice like that sitting on your shoulder, you really need to fire that voice and hire like a cheerleader. Go, you can do it, go. Yes, it's a mistake, but I know you can get up, you can do it. You really need to have that personal cheerleader on your team that tells you can do it. Too many people are holding themselves down with that inner voice that's criticizing them all the time. And if you have to invest in psychotherapy to get rid of that voice, do it, because it's worth it. Once you get rid of that inner critical voice, everything is possible.
Yeah, I call him Mr. Doubt, and he's always sitting here.
Yes.
And we all have him, no matter how good our mindset are. Sometimes he's just whispering, "Don't do this. You can't speak English. We're sitting here Danes. What are we doing here? We can't speak English."
Yeah.
So I think you're right. You have to have the right mindset, but it's very hard because we're all pushing ourselves down.
Yes.
And we're running out of time soon. Mona, do you have a ninja trick for this line of business?
A ninja trick would be watch your emotion, because people don't buy your information. They feel your energy. So if you're not excited, they won't get excited either. So I have like on my playlist, I have some songs that I know when I've listened to them, my energy is higher. I believe in my company. I believe in network marketing. I believe in what I'm doing. And I really need that energy. If I pick up the phone with negative energy, nothing is going to work. So if
No.
you have that negative energy, turn it around before you do anything.
And music can do a lot.
It really can. And self-talk.
Yeah. So if you had any value of this, let us know down here. That's my finger down here. Give us some loves and likes. And thanks for joining me, Mona. It was cool talking to you. And we have never met, but I hope someday we will meet.
And still, we've known each other for a long time online. So happy to meet you finally.
But the only way we got to know each other was because you don't spam me and I don't spam you.
That's right. That's right.
So
thanks for having me.
Have a great day out there. See you another time. Bye-bye.